It's a trend that's on the rise across the country. Brazen thieves driving into petrol stations, filling the tank up, and driving off without paying. The alarming aspect of the situation is, despite all the evidence, police are finding it hard to prove an intent to steal, and so they've stopped chasing motorists who commit the act. With the rising cost of living, it's not just seasoned criminals chancing their luck with fuel drive-offs, but normally law-abiding citizens participating in activities they wouldn't normally do. Fuel prices around the state have risen to as much as $1.61 per litre, which poses the question, are fuel prices too high?
Definitely too high.
Too expensive.
It's absolutely crazy.
50% more than it was last time. It's always like a roundabout.
But whilst blame could be put on the rising cost of fuel, a petrol station in Kelmscott doesn't have the same issue.
We don't have any drive-offs because we've got 3 or 4 attendants on it at all times, so it's just not a chance of it happening.
This is Laurie's Fuel Supply. Located in Kelmscott, the family-run business has been running for over 35 years. And fuel drive-offs, well, they've never been an issue, and they owe this feat towards delivering good customer service.
We can serve a various amount of different cars at the same time. Communication is good out on the forecourt, so we know if somebody's paid or if they haven't paid. It's just something that just hasn't happened here, and I've been here for 9 years and it's never happened.
It could be argued by the bigger, more commercial fuel stations that the financial cost to man each pump would take away from the profits being made in the store on overpriced items like drinks and snacks. But what if a surcharge was implemented to offset that loss? Would you pay a surcharge, say you went to the BP or the Caltex, would you pay someone to come out to your pump and fill it up for you?
Yes. Yeah, I would do that too.
Make things easier?
Yeah, I think so.
Depends what the surcharge. Probably not. It'd have to be pretty small for me to want to pay it, because it's just as easy for me to get out and do it myself.
I definitely wouldn't be keen on paying money, but I think that it's, people should look after the elderly, and if they need a hand, then anyone should just give them a bit of help if they need it. But yeah.
Yes, I would, depending on the customer service. In today's generation, we actually don't have any situations such as, say for instance, my parents. When they were doing their fuel, they would come out, the gentleman would come out, fill them up, what would you like, you pay cash then, you drive off. It was a nice customer service. These days we're getting threatened, basically going in and out, going to the fuel pump, yeah, all kinds of other stuff. It would be nice if we could actually have nice customer service. There is actually a gentleman in Kelmscott that does that still, so yeah.
Fuel drive-offs cost West Australian businesses more than $6 million every year. And yet despite this, the WA police maintain that the act is a breach of contract and not a criminal offence. Legislation as it stands means that motorists can be charged with stealing only if police can prove they intended to steal the fuel, something that police find hard to prove, as a motorist could claim that they simply forgot to pay. With petrol theft up by as much as 150% across Australia in the past 2 years, a lot more needs to be done to curb the trend. In particular, the way the legislation and how the Act is actually written. This is John van der Heijden reporting for Undercurrent.